Welcome, everyone. Hi, my name is Dr. Elena Michaels, and I'm going to do a tarot and angel card reading for today with a spontaneous guided meditation, depending upon what the cards show, for today, January 12th, 2022. So I want to welcome you, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe below, and that way you'll be notified whenever the new meditations come up. And right now they're going up every Wednesday, the way they did when we met in person. We used to meet in person before COVID, and we did a meditation every Wednesday live in a room with real people, and that was every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And when COVID hit, the group asked me to continue, and that is what this is. So they're all up on YouTube, and they're there all the time, and you can look at them and listen to whatever one you want to listen to. I'm sure it'll be the perfect one. One of my clients was asking me the other day, she said, which one should I listen to? She called me from back east. I have a lot of people who are not local that I work with privately. And she says, Dr. Elena, which one should I listen to? You know what I'm going through? And I just sent her back a text and I said, whichever one your finger lands on is the perfect one. And that is absolutely true. Whichever one your finger lands on. Because I get notes all the time from people who say, oh, Dr. Elena, the reading you did last night felt like it was just perfect for me, but it wasn't for last night's reading. It was a reading from a few months ago. Or they'll say they watch it when it actually dropped on a Wednesday evening and think it was a perfect reading just for them. So before I do this every week, I asked for guidance to allow the cards that show up to be cards that are beneficial for everyone watching or listening whenever they watch or listen. So if you have a question that you'd like some clarity and answers to, or if you just want to know what's going on in your life, keep that question in mind so that when the cards come up, possibly you can get some clarity for your unique situation, okay? Now, when I'm doing it this way, it's for everyone who's watching or listening. When I do it privately with people, it's a lot more specific, but I ask that it be general enough to apply to whoever's watching or listening, and I ask that before I actually turn on the camera. And I trust that that's the case. None of these, none of these guided meditations are prepared, recorded. I don't pull the cards in advance. I don't know what's going to happen. It's all very spontaneous. And for some of you who don't know, who may be tuning in for the first time, when I start to do this work, things happen to me, like I start yawning, I clear my throat, my eyes start watering, I might cough, I might, like that. So those are all signals to me that I'm getting ready to pull in some information. And those are all signals to me that I am releasing energy so that I have space to pull in and be clear on what is being said to me that I can say to you, if that makes sense. Okay? So here we go. We're speeding right along, right in, right? Yes, we are. My cat is very involved in the meditations. Sometimes she's extremely verbal. And sometimes she just kind of watches and doesn't really say much. We'll see what happens tonight. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the deck. And let's see what happens from in here. This is one of my old-time decks, but it's a new version of it because the old ones got kind of sticky from being used so much. I've been working with the tarot for many decades, actually, and I'm going to ask that the cards that show up be helpful and beneficial and give clarity to anyone who's watching or listening whenever they watch or listen. And because I'm an intuitive tarot reader, I'm not going by any book that says anything, so this may be different than someone else who found these cards for you, or someone else who did a reading for you and these cards showed up, but I'm just going on what the guidance is in the moment that I get for those that are watching or listening. And it's a very intuitive reading, so it's not necessarily what's in a book, you know? All right. I want to just mention this. It's kind of like I was telling one of my people the other day. If you look up what a dream is, let's say you have a dream about cats, okay? And you look up in a dream dictionary and it says, what does it mean when you're dreaming about cats? And maybe it means one thing in that particular dream dictionary, but then you go to a different dream dictionary, and I actually have several of them, and I thought that they're really not very helpful. So you go to a second dream dictionary and it says, what do cats mean? And it's a totally different meaning. You know why? Because it depends on who is writing the book, who is interpreting the book. So if someone grew up and they loved cats, they're going to write a book that dreaming about cats means a certain thing. If someone grew up with a mother who kept strays in the house and the cats sprayed and peed all over the place, and there was always the smell of full cat litter boxes and things like that, and the house was dirty from all the cats being inside the house, the person who wrote that book is going to have a very different meaning. It's like the same thing about stairs. If you look up what stairs mean, and you look it up in one book, it says one thing. What if you look it up in another book and it says something else? Well, maybe in the second book, a loved one fell down the stairs, and so the stairs means something, bad is going to happen. And in the first book, maybe stairs meant, oh, that's where the person went upstairs to their own private space when they were younger and had wonderful, quiet times in their private space. So that book's author is going to say something different about stairs. That's the thing about the tarot books. If you get a lot of tarot books, they all kind of say something different. So I have many of them from many, many years ago, and I'm just going to do it on the fly. That seems to be the most accurate according to the responses that I get privately from people who are watching and listening whenever they watch or listen. So think about a question. The deck's falling apart here. Think about a question you may have that you want a little clarity on, okay? Here we go. We are divinely protected by healing, guiding white light. No negativity can enter into our sphere of influence during this period of time while we are watching, pulling the deck cards, or listening to the guided meditation. Cut the cards one more time, Elena. Okay, I did. And here we go. This is really interesting because today is a 9-day. This is the 9, the Hermit. It's a major arcana card, okay? And a major arcana card has a lot of oomph. It's got a lot of pixels, as I like to say. Why is today a 9-day? Here's why. Because today is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. And it's 2022. So then we have 2, 2, 2 for 2022. That's 6. Today is 3. 6 and 3 is 9. This is the card for today. And when I was shuffling the cards, I thought to myself, I think I'm going to get the Hermit. And sure enough, I need to tell you guys that beforehand. That happened last week too. I need to tell you beforehand what I think I'm going to get. This is the Hermit. Okay, now you see this dude? He's a high dude. He's on top of peaks. See the peaks right there? And I'm going to get, yes, I know. You're very involved. Last time you were very involved in the reading too. I think this is her new thing for 2022. She needs to kind of sit next to me. Okay, so see, he's on these pinnacles right here. See this? Okay. And he is at the top of his game, but he's in isolation, okay? And he's got a walking stick. This is a wise man for sure. And he's holding a lantern. He's shining the light of wisdom. This is someone who has spent time alone developing themselves. This is someone who has spent time alone developing their spirituality. And with the knowledge that they've gained, they actually shine a light toward others so they can see as well. Now, if you look inside here, there's a 6-pointed star. A 6-pointed star is 2 triangles, a perfectly balanced star. Triangle 1 in triangle 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a six-pointed star. So that's a star of balance. This is a balanced dude, okay? Maybe you yourself have been isolating a little bit, right? You want to come and sit on my lap? Come on. Maybe you yourself have been isolating a little bit. Maybe you've been staying away because of the COVID situation. Maybe this is you going inside, spending time alone, learning about things, learning something new. Okay, right? Okay, you're gonna sit on my lap this time. Okay, let's do that. I'm not gonna argue with that. All right, I'm gonna pull another card now. Looks like I'm wearing one of those Davy Crockett hats. Remember this? Okay. All right, I'm gonna pull another card now. Let's see what comes up. Okay. One shuffle and one cut. Here we go. Okay. All right. I have to sneeze. That's another thing. That's another thing that happens is sneezing. The sneezing, the coughing, the releasing, okay? Okay, let's look at this card. This is a 6 of Swords, 2022, 2022, 246. We're getting a lot of numbers that are meaningful here today. This is a 6 of Swords, okay? This is kind of what I'm picking up on as this is like the theme for 2022. It's like navigating across. Right here is turbulence, but here is smooth. Okay, so navigating across, and the swords have to do with words and fire, okay? Swords have to do with cutting through things, okay? Like, you know, what's really going on here? So this card is about cutting through the crap as you move across situations that are emotional and seem initially to be quite turbulent, okay? Keep focused on where you're going and get clear so that you can allow yourself to see through. More releasing there with yawning. So you can see through the illusion of what's going on, okay? But where they're going looks like a nice place. Where you're going looks like a nice place, but you're on your way. You're going there now. You are on the journey, okay? On the journey. Oh boy. It does feel like a journey, doesn't it? Okay, now I'm gonna go into this deck right here. This is the Daily Guidance from Your Angels deck. And let's see what comes up here. I lay them all out here so I can see where I'm gonna go when we do the guided meditation. Give us more clarity, substantiation, clarification, explanation, information. Oh, okay, steady progress. Well, you know what? That's really interesting because that's kind of what this card is about. Steady progress, keep going, ignore the turbulence right here, and just see how it's gonna be calm and you're gonna make it, okay? Keep steady, all right? This is steady progress. It says, we acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love and your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions of love. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. So you have to move over, honey, so I can put this down. Come on my lap. That way you're out of the way. Come on. I'm gonna read to you steady progress. You know, I didn't really do the cards when we were meeting in person because I'm intuitive and I was able to pick up the energy in the room. And I would see what was going on with people, and that would be what I would weave into the guided meditation. But there's no one in the room with me but my cat, and she's always very centered. So I don't have anybody here to pick it up, to pick up the energy from. And so I got the guidance when I was doing this alone here from my house, for all of you who have requested it. I got the guidance to use the tarot cards and the angel cards and pull them out. So that's where this happened. I didn't do this when we were meeting live. And I don't know if we're going to meet live again. I really like the energy of everybody in the room, though. I know a lot of you miss it. You've told me that, and I miss it too. It's just everything is different these days. Steady progress. You drew this card as reassurance that you're making steady progress. You sometimes harshly compare yourself to others and feel that you should be farther ahead on your path right now. You feel you should be there already, okay? But look how far you've come and how many lessons you've learned and how many people you've helped. Focus on your progress. Stay focused. Focus on your progress instead of expecting perfection from yourself. Each day, take at least one small action step concerning a project that you're passionate about. What's interesting about this card, remember the first card? See the light right there? Look at the light right there on the third card. Shining the light. Additional meanings of this card are: you're on the right path, even if it feels like you're moving slowly. Praise the light. Praise the light. Praise the light. Right there. See it? See that light? Praise the light instead of cursing the darkness. Appreciate yourself. Very nice. Okay, so that's that deck right there. I kind of feel like we have to go into the Indigo Angels. Or maybe I'm going to pull from this one, the Angel Tarot deck. I think I'm going to go to the Angel Tarot deck. I've been doing that one the last couple times after not using this deck for a long time. And it's been kind of interesting, so I think I'm going to choose from here. This is a big fat deck, and I'm going to shuffle it. You are so verbal in 2022, right? Okay, and I'm going to cut the deck once, and I'm going to cut it one more time and take the card that's on the top. What is the card on the top? This is the Knight of Water. Okay, the Knight of Water. That means K-N-I-G-H-T, Knight, as in Knight, Queen, and King. Okay, the Knight is like a jack. Knight of Water. Okay, look at this dude. Knight of Water. Wow. And there's a cup down here. See that cup? It says, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. This is about falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. Wow, okay, well, let me read you what that means. This is basically cups, okay? Cups have to do with water. So we've got a major arcana. We've got the Six of Swords. See the water there? We've got the light on this card as well as the light from the Hermit on the first card. And now we're coming to the Knight of Water, of Cups. And we're seeing more water. Water is all about emotions. Let's go into the Knight of Water. Oh, it opened right up to it. This is deep emotions arising from situations or relationships that impact your life. Falling in love or a wedding proposal is possible. You or someone close to you needs to balance your emotions or balance their emotions, lest they become overwhelmed or lest you become overwhelmed if it's you. You may receive invitations to parties or other social opportunities. This is an extremely emotional person who's driven by a love of romance, art, and beauty. Someone who is charming, contemplative, and idealistic. Someone who is sensitive, romantic, imaginative, enthusiastic, refined, and sometimes moody. Additional meanings of this card are someone that you can talk to. This is a dreamer. Also could be a flirt. And look for past life connections. Avoid melodrama. When this card comes up, there is a propensity toward drama because this is in the suit of the cups, which is water, which is emotions. And so, wherever there's emotions, there's a tendency for them to spin out a little bit, and there to be overreaction, and there to be overwhelm. So remember the one that said, take it slow, do one project at a time. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed by too many things on your plate, too many projects where you're starting one and then you get distracted because something needs to be attended to over here, and then you go over here to take care of that, and then you think of something else that needs attended to, and then you have all these open projects, all these things all over the place that are incomplete. Stay focused, do one thing at a time, do not get distracted, stay out of overwhelm and melodrama, keep your emotions in check, work on balance, and sometimes you have to be alone more to be able to have that balance and get that balance. All right, so I'm going to pull one more card because I got the message to do that. So I'm going to go to the Archangel Oracle cards. Okay. Here we go. Give us some more clarification. Give us an archangel to give us direction. And expand upon what we've already discovered from the cards that have already shown up. We are divinely protected by beautiful angelic presence and divine protection from the highest. Sensitivity. Well, that came up in the last card too, didn't it? The one with the water, the Knight of Water, the Cups card. Yeah. Sensitivity. That card talked about being aware of being overly sensitive and having emotional reactions and melodrama. Okay, so here's sensitivity. Let's see what it has to say. Look at this gorgeous creature playing a harp. Archangel Haniel, she's one of my faves. She's very beautiful. She's very feminine. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. How is he gone? Honor yourself and your feelings. Let's read more in this little book. I read the angel book and when I pull those cards because I think it's important, and that's what I heard in my head, to read from these, but go on my intuition for the regular tarot deck. So that's what I do. I do what I'm told. Sensitivity. Additional message. Sensitivity is a beautiful and powerful gift, and there's no such thing as being too sensitive. Wow. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Your sensitivity helps you know the truth about situations and people, and it's important for you to trust and follow these hunches, intuitions, and impressions. Spend some time alone every day and alone in nature to further develop your sensitivity. Avoid harsh situations and chemicals. At home or at work, ask me to help you choose life-affirming foods, beverages, companions, and activities. You know you can ask these angels for help, don't you? You just call out their name. Haniel, will you help me with this? Haniel, will you help me choose life-affirming foods, beverages, companions, and activities? That's that easy. Know that it's safe for you to feel deep emotions as they're part of your sensitivity. Visualize the two of us sealed in beautiful bluish-white light. Visualize yourself sealed with Haniel, the beautiful angel, in beautiful bluish-white light. This light dissolves any lower energies, transmuting them into love. The light also helps you distinguish between your own feelings and those of other people. One of the things that happens with people who are very sensitive is they have to learn about boundaries. So they're not taking on the energy of other people like a sponge, and they're not allowing other people to drain them for the other person's sustenance, so that then the person who is being drained feels very tired. If you feel very tired after a conversation with someone, that person's draining your energy. If you feel very tired after being with someone, you should feel uplifted after being with people that are the right people for you to be with. Not drained. Sometimes we get drained by we feel drained when we're around our family of origin. And by the way, a lot of people who are empathic and highly intuitive were told from the time that they were young that they're too sensitive. Oh, you're just too sensitive. Or people will say, oh, I was just joking. Don't let your feelings get hurt by that. I was just joking. You're too sensitive. When actually what they said was kind of a pointed, hurtful comment. But then you react and they reprimand you for being too sensitive when they were just joking. You know, words are very powerful. We need to be more and more aware of our words, what we say, who we say them to, and not throw them away. You know, I heard somebody say the other day, I hate you, you're so pretty. I heard somebody say that to her friend. I hate you, you're so pretty. What's with that? I mean, that's like, why would you say that to someone that is your friend? That's just throwaway words with a very powerful word of emotion in there, the word hate. And it's just, you know, a thing of jealousy and envy, and be aware of what you're saying. Don't just throw things away. And then I think they were young girls. I think the other girl said something like, wow. And her friend said, I'm just joking. You know, which she wasn't just joking. She actually felt a little bit of animosity toward her friend for being pretty. So, you know, just be aware of what you're saying. Be consciously aware of it. It's very important. Working with Archangel Haniel. Haniel helps us honor our natural cycles, moods, and rhythms. She assists us in embracing all aspects of ourselves, including our strengths, setbacks, and shadows. Call upon her if you ever feel unsure or bad about yourself. Haniel will help you appreciate yourself and see how beautiful you are right now. That is really nice. So important. Everyone is beautiful. It's interesting that they came up right after I talked about that situation that I observed the other day between these two young girls. Everyone is beautiful. Everyone has the soul and the spirit of the highest within them. Seeing that in other people lets you see their beauty. Sometimes their personality is distasteful. Sometimes their personality is a little on the obnoxious side or hard to take. But their essence is beautiful if you look beyond the surface appearances. All right, I think we're going to stop with that. We've got several cards here. Spend time alone, be balanced, get the wisdom, and shine your light. Stay focused on the course. Don't get distracted by turbulent emotions. See the calm side of things. Move forward and keep moving along in a steady way. And here we have steady progress. More light right here. Keep going. Let yourself be kind to yourself and patient about the progress that you're making. Be aware of emotions that get out of control. And also be aware of a possible love situation, wedding proposal, or a social invitation, or a party. Honor your sensitivity. Shield yourself. Learn how to shield yourself so that your boundaries stay intact but not overly rigid, so that you can protect your beautiful sensitivity. Call on Archangel Haniel if you need some help about believing in yourself and believing in your beauty and your talents and the progress that you're making. Don't judge yourself and compare yourself to others. It diminishes you and it doesn't make you feel very good. Remember your value. And with that, we're going to move into a guided meditation. And so we're going to begin our guided meditation right now. Make yourself comfortable. You may want to lie down so that your back is straight, or sit with your back straight. Take a few moments to get yourself adjusted. Know that you can adjust yourself in any way you need to, all throughout the guided meditation. Make sure you won't be disturbed. Any sounds that you become aware of that are everyday normal sounds don't distract you or disturb you. Instead, they allow you to go even deeper into your own unique experience in your own inner sanctum. Beginning to relax now more and more. With every breath that you take, every word that you hear. Every sound of my voice communicates on a deep level of your being that it is safe and okay for you to just let go. Just let go and allow yourself to drift and float. Allowing every muscle in your body, every fiber of your being to soften, to relax. You may be having thoughts. That's normal. Allow the thoughts to float by like beautiful clouds in a clear periwinkle blue sky. Allow them to pass on by, because a part of you is very interested in what I have to say, and a part of you is very interested in letting go. Part of you is very interested in releasing. Releasing. As you release, you take charge of yourself again. Instead of all of the details, circumstances, and head trips that was taking your energy before you started watching this video. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. And each count allows you to relax even more and let go even more. Every breath, every sound, every movement allows you to release more, let go more, and go deeper and deeper. Starting on the count of 5, feeling a relaxing sensation starting at the top of your head and moving down over your forehead, down over your eyes, down over your face. Feeling the muscles in your face soften. Feeling your jaw soften. Feeling your upper and lower teeth having a space between them so that they are not touching, so that you are not clenching. Loose and limp. Drifting down to 4. As you drift down to 4, you feel your shoulders relaxing. The neck, the shoulders, the upper arms. The upper arms releasing, the shoulders releasing. Letting go of the burdens, the responsibilities, and the obligations for this time, right now. This is your time. There's nowhere you have to be. There's nothing you have to do. This time is for you. And you make a commitment to yourself to take more time like this on a regular basis. Because when you do, you feel more balanced, you feel more clear. Letting go even more now as we go down to level 3. The entire torso continues to relax as the relaxation spreads down through the front of your neck, down through your chest, down through your thymus gland, which is about 4 inches below the indentation in the bottom of your neck. That's where your T cells are made. T cells help your body stay strong. They fight infection. All of the organs in your torso relax and let go. That's it. All of the organs normalizing, coming back into homeostasis, coming back into balance, because you intend it to be so. Because you are directing your cells. Every cell has intelligence, and you are directing your cells to get back in balance, to function the way they're supposed to in the optimum manner. Moving down to 2 now. Down through the thighs, down through the knees. The entire body now is relaxing more and more from the top of your head. And as we go deeper and lower on the physical body, we move down to 1 as the calves relax and the ankles relax. And now your body is relaxing even more from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. That's it. In a moment, when you hear the sounds, allow your consciousness to go even deeper, even further to the appropriate level for you today, where your body can do the most recalibration and balancing, and where you can get the most benefit of anything you hear or have seen today in this reading. Drifting from 1 down to 0. Allowing yourself to go even deeper. Allowing yourself to go even deeper still. And as you continue to drift and float, going deeper and deeper, begin to become aware of being surrounded by a beautiful bluish white light, kind of a bluish silver white light. This is the divine protective light. which Haniel resides in. You can call upon her for support and guidance to direct you and help you commit to healthy patterns for yourself, an awareness of the words that you say and what they mean. Intention is key. Intention is key. Intention is a key to power and amp up your desires, visualizations, and goals. Remember to nourish yourself by taking some time alone. It is in doing this and fine-tuning your skills and abilities that you are able to be a light for others and help them along the way. Stay focused on where you're going. Cut through the illusion. Do not get caught up in the currents of emotion. See and function in a calm, emotional energy. Steady progress, moving forward in the right direction, is what matters. Everyone moves at their own speed. You are moving at the speed that is best for you, that has been best for you. That speed may change from what it was, but it has always been, whatever the speed has been, the best speed for you. Give yourself a break. Be aware of romance. Is there a wedding coming up soon? Is there a commitment that may be happening? Stay grounded so that you don't get caught up in the deep waters of melodrama and emotions that are very distracting. Because you are extra sensitive, fine-tune your boundaries and fine-tune your ability and the right that you have to say no. To decline situations that don't feel right to you. By spending time alone, you will have more space to be able to be clear, to know what is best for you. Drifting deeper. Remember to balance yourself by introspection time. Do not get distracted by currents of emotion. Look for the calm waters and sail across them with ease. Steady progress is the key. Be kind to yourself, less critical of yourself, more allowing of yourself and others. You are doing the best you can. Avoid melodrama. Honor your sensitivity and protect yourself with the bluish, silver white light. Thank you for being with me. I wish you many blessings. And until we meet again, namaste.